Welcome to my video on three-dimensional models. So today we're going to be looking at different points of view of a 3D model. So we're going to look at, you can build a model, or you can look at a 3D figure and choose the views. So the first one that we're going to do here is look at the model, and we're going to draw in the views. So we're going to need some colored pencils for this. So pause the video if you need to get a colored pencil. Okay, welcome back. And the first thing I need to do is I want to draw in an extra set of boxes here because we're going to need this for each one. So let's draw that in. I should say an extra column here. And let's do that for each one. We'll save some time later. Okay, so pick one of your colored pencils, and I'm just going to use red here. And I'm going to color in the front here. Okay, so this is what we see when we look at the front. And now I'm going to color in the picture. So notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the bottom. So we're taking a 3D figure and doing the two-dimensional shape of it. And then I have a blank space, then a block, then a blank, then a block. So blank, block, blank, block, and then finally blank. Okay, so this is my frontal view. Now grab a different colored pencil. I'm going to grab green, and now we're going to look at it from the top, like an airplane. So this is on top here, and on top, on top, on top, on top there, on top, and on top, on top, and finally on top. Okay, so our top view is going to look like this. We're going to have one. Now this is the first row. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the bottom. So this is my top view. So I'm going to go 5 across the bottom. And then the second row, notice I have a blank space, then I have a box, then a box, a box, or sorry, a box right here and a box right here. So blank, and then 4 boxes for my top view. Okay, now the side view, typically they will show you the right side, okay? So I want you to think of it like this, and you can go ahead and draw this in. So think of a person, so this is my little stick figure, looking at it like this. Okay, now typically when you look at it the side, you would only see these two, and you wouldn't see that part right here. So I'm not going to shade that part because you wouldn't see that from the side view if you were looking right here. Okay, so pick a different colored pencil, and I'm going to use blue here. And this is on the side, so 2 and 2. So I'm going to go 2 and 2. And what these are called right here is these are called orthographic views. And all orthographic view is 2D separate views of a 3D figure. So it's just taking a look at the two-dimensional views of a 3D figure. So now let's look at the views and see if we can create the model, what the model actually looks like. So let's look below here. Okay. And here are my views, and here is my model. Well, I said that wrong. We're going to look at the model and try to come up with the views here. Sorry about that. So take your colored pencil, and we're going to color in the front here. So we got there, and we got there, there, and there. So it looks like we have 3 across on the bottom and 3 in the next row. 1, 2, 3. So look here, I got 3 across the bottom, but I got 1 and then blank, then 1. So it can't be this one, so it must be this one because look, I've got 3 on the bottom and then 3 right above that. So let's circle this one. Now, this is why I said before, and I kind of made the mistake, I was a little ahead of myself here. Orthographic views can build different three-dimensional figures. And add an S here. Three-dimensional figures. So now we're going to look at a front view, a right side view, and a top view and try to pick the actual models or come up with what the model looks like. So let's look. Grab a colored pencil, and what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to pick a color for the front view, and we're going to look at all the front views first. Okay. All right. So now I'm looking for 3, 3, and then 1. So we got right here, we've got 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 1. Oh, and we got 1 here. We got 1 here. Okay, so we got 3 across, 3 in the next row. Then we got blank, and then 1. So I can't eliminate that just yet. Okay, and looking at the next one, I've got 3, 1, 2, 3. Fill in these, even though you wouldn't necessarily see that one there. We'd see these 3, and then we'd see this one, then this one, then this one. Then we have a blank, and then we'd see that one. Okay, and now we have 3 across the bottom. Then we've got this one. We wouldn't necessarily see that one if we were looking at the front view here. Then this one, and we have a blank, and then this one. Okay, and now we've got 3 across the bottom. We got this one. We got this one, and then we don't have one here. Okay, so we can eliminate this one. And then we have 3. Whoops. And then 3. We wouldn't see that one. Okay, if we were looking this way. And then we have blank, then 1, then blank. Okay, so we could be that one. And then finally we have 3, and then we had this one. We wouldn't see that one. Then we had this one, blank, and this one, and then blank. Okay, so we haven't eliminated very many. Okay, now I'm going to pick a blue color here, and we're going to look at the right side here. Okay, so you can color this in. This is going to be my blue. Okay, so we're going to look, we got to look at 1, 2, going up the side, and then 3 on the bottom, and then 3 on the right side. So we got 1 here, 1 here. Okay, and look, it's too high here. We got 1 and then 2 high, so I don't have 2 in the middle here. So we can eliminate this one. Okay, then we got 1, 2 stacked, and now I'm looking for just the bottom. We got 1 here, 1 here, and then I need 3 on the right. 1, 2, 3. So that one looks good. Okay, I got 1, 2 here, and then I got 3 across the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that one looks okay. This one, look, 1, 2, I don't have another one here, so we can eliminate that. And then we have 1, 2, and then bottom side there. Okay, so now we got to look at the top view. So let me see if we can find brown here. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're looking for my top view here. Okay, so we're looking for 3, 3, and then a little blank in the last one here. So we got 1, and this is going to be difficult to see. Okay, and then we can see this one and this one, and we can see this one and this one, and then we got a blank here in front, and then we can see this one. So we've got that up, over, down, and then we're missing that one right here. This one is missing right here. Okay. Now let's look at the last one we have, or the next one. We got 1, 2, 3. And then look, this one is blank. So this would be that one right there. So that one's missing. So let's go ahead and cross that out. And now let's finally check this one. And since we checked all the views, we can circle this one. And now we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, whoops, let me mark it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we've got down the side here. That one's in the corner there. It's difficult to see, but we do have 1, 2, 3 there. And then we have that blank in the middle. So circle both of these. Okay, that concludes our notes on three-dimensional models. Please do the back as your practice classwork, and I hope you have a great day.